Hey there, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Marianne and I'm super happy you're here. Today I'm going to be creating a layout using Altenew Enjoy the Ride and a photo of my boy helping my mom fluff flowers at the cemetery. Actually, she couldn't make it, so he did it for her. Wouldn't let me help because he knew exactly how she would want it. Anyway, here are the awesome Altenew products, that I'll be using on this layout today. I do end up using some of those burgundy chipboard alphas, and I love them. And then I completely forget. I set these chipboard pieces off to the side, didn't even touch them. Sometimes that happens, but I do love the layout without the chipboard anyway. So this is my favorite sheet of paper. I did not use it today. I could have, but I had so many flowers in the ephemera packet, the bouquet bundle that they have. But I did love the green background paper with all the greens in my photo. Now my son is wearing orange, but I'm going to try to focus on the flowers in the photo instead of the orange shirt and the purple, super cool purple sneakers. So I'm flipping through the photo or through the papers, and I'm trying to decide what I'm going to use with the green. I am doing a scrapbook lift, and it's a scrapbook layout over at Paper Issues, and it's by Ann Tamini, and it's gorgeous. It's simple, and I'm trying to recreate it, but I'm going to use larger items than she did. And I'm just cutting the papers for the top of the page like she did. She tore hers, and I used a really old Stampin' Up! Tearing ruler. It's pretty cool. It's pretty sharp too. So I just assemble all of those papers and get them applied up at the top of my page. I just screw up a little bit here at the end, and then I just cut it again on this green leafy paper. I thought for sure I was going to fussy cut some of those leaves out, but the bouquet bundle ephemera pack has so many that I was able to choose from those. I just love those greens. And that second paper, there's white, light blue, and green. And in real life, you can see the differences, and it helps cut that green from the green. It was just a little too much, so I added lighter, solid colors to break them up. My photo matches this perfectly. I love this collection. And on the back of my photos, when I print them, if I'm not ready for them, I write the date and what we're doing so that when I go back to it, I'll have all that information right there on the photo. This is the bundle pack that I was telling you about. It's got the most gorgeous florals in it. I love it. So I'm just picking through that to try to decide what I like. And I love those purple pansies, but that's not appropriate for this layout, or I didn't choose it for this layout. But look at all that greenery in the stems. They're just fabulous. And this is another ephemera pack that coordinates. It's a little busier. They'll be great on a layout, but I didn't want to use any of that except the camera on this layout. And actually those little pieces up to the top left I used as well. So I did get rid of the pink florals. Those didn't quite work for what I was going for. I decided on the red and the yellows because those are the colors that are in my layout or in my picture that he's fluffing for my mom. Yeah, we decided that I was actually doing this photo or this video live with Paper Issues friends and fans. It's an awesome group. If you're not a part of it, research it on Facebook, Paper Issues Friends and Fans. We decided that yellow flower needed to be bottom heavy. We weren't quite sure how it should lay on the layout, but we decided heavier on the bottom. And I'm just cutting some of those greens because they're a little too big, and I want to be able to use more of it later. So I just picked some pieces off of it to help emphasize my flowers, and then I can save the rest for later. I use a little bit of foam tape because foam tape is the best thing best invention ever. I should own stock in it. So my journaling, I wanted thin strips. I didn't want to really take away from my layout. What happens is sometimes you can go to slice and you'll cut right through your words. I don't put my words right to the edge so that I can slice a little and see if it's where I want it to cut, and then I cut right through. If it's not quite where I need to be, then I adjust it a little bit and keep on slicing. You'll see next that I place these words or these journaling strips down at the bottom of my page. I cut out the part where it took me forever to get my story back together. And it's just saying that we go to the cemetery every year for my mom if she can't make it to her husband's gravesite. And we, meaning my son, replaces the flowers. He does it all himself, and he thinks he knows exactly how his tea Grammy would like them arranged. We call her Tea Grammy because it's actually, she drinks a gazillion cups of tea a day. I swear. So I just get all those journaling strips down at the bottom. Seems like quite a bit, but I wanted to make sure this one had a story. I try to decide on where I'm going to put that camera, but I did get out some Nuvo drops. I changed the center, or actually I created a center in the center of that big red one on the top. It didn't have one before. Now I feel like it looks like a dahlia, maybe. And then I put some light blue in the center of the yellow and some more black down at the red. Now I made a mistake here. I did the Nuvo before I added my title, and I shouldn't have. I could have really made a mess, but I didn't end up making too much of a mess, so it happened to work this time, but I should not have put that Nuvo until my layout was completely done. I jumped the gun there. So you see that I do add a little bit of Nuvo to the center of that camera too. I make it kind of the light blue so it's nice and glossy, and I added a little bit of black to the flower on the camera, and that brings the black out in 3 different spots. And I just thought that the camera needed a little more greenery as well. You can see I'm not quite sure where I want to put it, but I get it down there and I like it. And there's the black that I told you about. So now I have a triangle of black, which is pleasing to the eye. Trying to decide if I need more greenery. I guess not. And then I bring out the title, and this is where I have to be super careful. I get my T-ruler out to try to get my title on my page straight, but I gotta be super, super careful because I'm worried about smudging all that wet Nuvo that I did not wait for it to dry. Now I put my title here in the video, but after I was done videoing, I moved the title. I moved it closer to the photo, and I dropped it down on the white paper that is one of the layers underneath the green. I just did not like it. Well, there it is. See, I didn't like it up on the green leaves. So here's some close-ups. Again, here's the scrap lift that I did, and some close-ups of the video, or of the layout. I keep stumbling over my words. But I hope you enjoyed this today. I hope you'll come back. If you will like or subscribe, I would be forever grateful. I will see you again soon. Thank you.